welcome back, survivors! I'm the Survivalist, and we return for another week of Windblown. I know I was talking about last week about depending on how the series was doing on the channel, I'd either look at maybe doing that as our last week or going for another week. And between both, a bit of a surprise of how well Windblown did for the first week, as well as having reached that first major boss. I want to kind of give it one more week and see if maybe I can get over it, if I'm a little smarter about how I approach it, because there are a few very bad and common habits I seem to do no matter what game I play. I do not take my time and go slow, so I get killed by doing stupid stuff and rushing in. I don't pay as much attention to my surroundings as I should, because I miss vital and key things. And I think another one, I'm trying to think of if there is a third. There's probably a lot more than just a third one, but those are the main two that I keep on kind of thinking I hit so often, so we're going to head out again, see how we do. I'm going to try to keep that in mind for when I go up against the boss this time. Try to stay well away from it and just watch what its patterns are. I've got to approach it a lot differently than I have before. But I am pleasantly surprised at how well Windblown did to start on the channel. Okay, might as well take that. And maybe we'll take... Actually, maybe I'll stick to the fish knife, because the fish knife actually is a pretty good weapon for how quickly you can get the Altera attack. Or Alter attack, whatever it's pronounced as. But I also do quite enjoy the gameplay elements for Windblown. It has kind of a nice... Yeah, it does feel pretty good to play and control. I just have to make much more use of... Another thing, too, is make use of all the resources I have. I have the trinkets I can make use of for the bumpers, which I haven't been doing as much as I probably should have. There we go. Okay, so that's in order. Is there anything over this way? Does not look like it. Nothing through the waterfall there. So we'll keep going on our way down. Oh, yeah, that's one thing I should pay... Ooh. Oh, okay. I think I want to take that over the Ninja Stars, because I really do like the Beat Bolt. It's worked pretty well in the past. I think it's just that I have to be much more careful with the timing, but as long as I am, it can be pretty potent to use. Case in point with it just completely decimating those. But I think one of the reasons why I'm generally, so fast-paced through a lot of the series is I want to try to make sure I get new stuff and content seen and done. Kind of like a quota meet of sorts. And because of that, I do make a lot of stupid and easily avoided mistakes. So I'm going to try to, just in general, see if I can find a way to, help limit myself in, the speed I do go through and complete stuff. That might not be... I'm going to go for it. I know it's going to take a lot of the health off, but my thinking is, if it does come to, mini-bosses, or even, the major boss... No. Yeah, I gotta remember also to use the crystallize mechanic. That's a thing we can do now. But with, isolated enemies like that, that trinket's going to be pretty helpful. Oh. And we got something new. Critical refill. Okay, so I guess as we strike criticals, we'll get a faster refill on our trinkets. Yeah, looks like that was everything up there. I still do want to just do the full go-around if I can. There we go. Managed to sneak that in before he got taken out. Which I think the big thing is, I've got to get familiar with the arsenal too. We only did just unlock that crystallize, or the execute ability, second episode last week? Something around there. I think it was in the middle. But with only opening that up, it's trying to get familiar with all the controls and everything that I have at my disposal much more. Because it does come up a little more rarely. Actually, is there... No, nothing that way. Because it is, so situational, it's one that I think I forget a lot of the times I can actually do. Oh, and we got a boost. Okay, trinket, old damage, or... I think I'm going to go for the HP. If I want to take the time to survey and know what, like, enemy movesets are, the more HP I have... Oh, okay, that's a little weird for just nothing there. If I'm trying to get, like, the full survey and take my time, having more health will hopefully keep me alive to see more patterns. They're taken care of. And just going through, now that I am clearing, like, the first area and even the second. With the speed that we go through it, it's actually not too bad to fit them all into single episodes. Yeah, there's everything there. Okay, let's head up here, pop a few things, and keep on our way. Now, is there anything back this way? No. Just want to go through and be thorough. For favorite weapons, the beat bolt is definitely one, and truth be told, because of how quickly the fish knife has been... Ow. I do have to be careful. Yeah, the fish knife giving me that Altera attack with the beat bolt, I think is the best combo I've found for myself right now. Depending on, like, each person, though. I could see different people having, like, preferred loadouts or combos or approaches for the game. It does have a pretty nice and open feeling for, like, whatever you're kind of comfortable with, you might be able to make good use of. And case in point. Ooh. Inflicts critical when used for max range, but I think I'm going to recycle that for the bit of funds. As again, I'm liking the beat bolt so far. If I could find an upgrade for the fish knife, that'd probably be really good. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that might be. Maybe the Katars, if we can find a good level of them. I will for that, too. There we go. We'll recycle those as well. It's almost like the game is saying, you should be using these items. We keep giving you them for a reason, but... I'm going to be stubborn and stick with my loadout right now. Damage doesn't actually really seem to be the biggest problem of getting through things. Okay, so we got a shop, or we got the gift. I only have 293, so I don't think the shop will give me all that much. So we'll try going for the gift instead. Yeah, we'll use one flask up there, just so I'm not going to die out here. Okay. Was a little sloppy there, so we'll see what we can get from here. It might help us out. Kills refilterings by 5 seconds. Crystallize gives 8 shield. That's something new. We'll take the shield, because... consume before HP. That could help us out a fair bit. As long as we get the chances to crystallize and execute enemies, I think that'll actually be really potent for us. Because, again, it's not the damage output that I feel is like the part we're missing on. It's just staying alive and having the endurance to be able to try stuff out and learn. Yeah, there we've already got. Might as well take that. We'll take the Memmonite dust. So we've got... I also need to remember to use the trinkets that I've got. Although, they might be one of those things I'll be saving for... I'll try to save up for, like, mini-bosses or things I need the extra damage boost on, just to help thin out the situation a little more. Case in point. Oh, there. That was my opening to have crystallized it, and I didn't quite get it. But we at least got through that without too bad. Dash activates focus plus 60% for one hit. That might actually be pretty good. Trinkets, again, I kind of miss. I kind of forget to do it. And marking, you have to dash through it, so I feel like that would just kind of get me into some dangerous spots if I do it. But we'll try with the dash. Because if every dash then gives you a plus 60% hit, and I can see that doing a lot of damage for when you really need. Oh. And we can enjoy a little rest in the spring here. So now we're going to be into full health for the next area, and we still do have our one flask on hand to go. And we are doing decently when it comes to the currency or the shells. So we may be able to pick up something at the shop here. Just have to see what we'll pick up, or what they have on offer. Okay, they've got another healing flask, which would be pretty good. I don't really want another upgrade for the trinkets, because I don't use them all that much. So I think I will take the flask. That way we're going into the next area with 2, that should help a lot. And I'll even take the Memmonite Dusk, because I think I'll have the chance to talk to the fish and throw all the currency right here. Yeah, there we go. So everything's saved from that, and we're good to hit the second area. So at least the nice thing is, I'm steadily making some progress. It does have a little bit of repetition to go through it all again, but we're not getting stuck at the same spots over and over again. And here we are. I do feel bad about taking all these little guys down, but they give us the currency that we need for buying items, so it kind of, you need to if you want to be maximum effectiveness. Oh. Okay, that guy actually does a lot longer of a spin than I thought he did. So I have to be careful of them. There we go. They're taken out pretty quickly. I also don't have to remind myself I don't need to always go for, like, the Altera attack, too. I can just go for... Is there something? No, it's just how that weird piece was kind of floating. I thought it was like a little bridge or something. Oof. Ow. Okay, there we go. Take care of that. Memmonite Dust. Memmonite Shard's a new one. Okay. Elbro. Pet that shoots at nearby enemies. Use trinket briefly increases. Fish Knife would be pretty good, but I'm kind of curious about the Elbro. I think we'll replace it with the bomb. Just because the bomb only works if I'm beside it, so maybe having a little bit of, like, friend backup here will help us out. Yeah, I didn't exactly want to have the health flask on that quickly, but it might have been worth it for getting this little guy to help us out. Because he's going to actively be like a passive helping us out, and then I can give him a little bit of a boost from the sounds of it if I actually activate the trinket. So it's one of those, you can almost forget you have it, which I think will help me out a lot. There we go. There we go. Getting a little bit more in. We got a new thing unlocked there. Deadly extension, more memnite dust, and... yeah, so that's level 3, that's level 3, so I've got the same thing. I just can't replace him with that. Although, it's weird that it's like... okay, that is extra attack speed, but the other one inflicts burn, so I'll keep the one I've got right now. I probably should have just taken the recycle, but we'll just go through with that. I think the big thing I want to look for is better weapons to help the damage output a little bit more now. There we go. No, I'll pass on the grenade. I don't think that's worth it, because again, I forget I have to be in close quarters for those to really work their best. And if I do that... okay, gotta go around to that side for that. If I get in close quarters, that's putting me in a lot of risk that I want to try avoiding. That was really messy. I think the problem is, when it comes to using the beat bolt, it's only at the, like, yeah, you'll only get the altair attack if you pull off the ultimate shot with it. That's where I was screwing up. It's not, you can just get so many quick shots in and you'll be able to trigger it. That's something I'll have to keep in mind and remember. And we will be replacing our regular fish knife. Because that should help us a lot more in getting some decent damage out and hopefully thinning out some of the tougher enemies quicker. Take care of those. Pop our way back here. Okay, still got a little bit of health chunked off of us. Yeah, getting more memnite dust and stuff. So that's at least going to help us for upgrades if we can take it all back, but... I wish I could keep a health flask. I want to try to keep a health flask... ooh. Blade Storm. No, I'm going to recycle that again. I want to keep some distance out, and I think that's just going to get me into trouble if I keep it. That we will go for, because that's a little bit more health back. Not a lot, but every little bit will help to save the flask for later. There we go. Everybody there. Take that. Yeah, Heavy Blade, I do not like how slow and clunky that is to use. It might not be bad as like the Altair attack was something else, but I don't feel it's worth it for me. As it is. There we go. A couple more down. Shells, attack speed, old damage, and max. Yeah, we'll take that. And there might be a way, if you get enough of those little boosts you can find, you can just ramp your damage up so high you don't have to worry about your health all that much. But I'm not quite at that stage yet. Okay, there. Pop you guys. Pop you. Okay, got them. The Raven Blade. I'm going to recycle. Next one I'm looking for is to keep the Beat Bolt and just get an upgrade to that, but... I'll have to see how it'll go. Do I try... Yeah, I'm going to try for the cogs, because those, I think... feels like some of these guys have a lot more health than you first give credit for. Okay, there we go. A lot of cogs there. Health did take some fair hits to it, so it's, I admit, not looking the greatest. We might get a little bit more practice when it does come to the boss, but I don't think this will be... Oh. I better heal up now. Yeah, okay, there he is. See if we can take through him this time. Yes, I almost want to keep him on screen for a while so I can see what he's going to do. No, what the... Oh, right, he has that too. God. Again, it feels like he hits like a truck, and it's so hard to even learn his moves because of all the damage that can come out so quickly against you. But we at least got a little bit out of that, if not too much, so... Macabre, I think we opened them up at the end of last episode. Hello, young leaper. I'm back with a fresh load. If you wish, you can change bodies. Yes, you heard me correctly. Resurrection Machine can return you to a body of your choice. All you have to do is choose one of my findings. Yes, like this. Okay, so that's just personal customization if you want. Let's see. Back so soon, let's see what we brought back. Yeah, we need 400 cogs for another health flask. I don't think the backstabber thing is worth it. Weapon training, I need to open up more stuff for that. Maybe I'll go for the... Actually, let's go for updrafts. That sounds like that might be helpful. Learn to navigate updrafts and unlock access to secret areas. Yeah, we'll get that. See if we can put that to use. That gave us starting weapon 2 as an option. And a few other ones to work through. So I think we will go for the variant bait as the next one. And just see what else we can pick up or go through and find. I do kind of wish they would have it you can drop off everything before the boss. So that way, even if the boss is still a wall for you, you can put all your upgrade materials towards like new upgrades and stuff back at the hub to ready for the next go. Then you could kind of have that span where you'll lose stuff. Okay, so we've got 8 Memmonite Dust right now. Yeah, critical refill, goo dodge, hit blast. Trinket Scythe, revitalizing crystal. The only thing I can think of is maybe boss killer. Just because the extra damage might be helpful, but I don't see anything that's helping us, like, survive longer either. But we at least got another look at the boss. I have to be careful of those pylons that get dropped, as well as I need to try to keep him on screen more to see when, like, his attacks will come out. That's one of the things about the big arena and having them off screen is I don't exactly know when he's going to have the charges or certain attacks coming my way. So I'll have to be careful of all of that. But for now, I think we'll end this episode of Windblown here for today. Thank you all very much for joining me on this episode of the series. If you did like the video, be sure to give it a like. And if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure in the comments right down below. Until I do see you all next week's episode, survivors, please remember, as always, to take care and stay alive.